Good Saturday morning, everybody. We are making our last video of the week. It's on Saturday morning because yesterday when I got home from work, I had a headache. Isn't that wonderful? But yes, it is a beautiful Saturday morning. We're going to do the last little bit in the honey-themed journal today. I'm kind of bittersweet. I had fun playing in this week. I love this journal so much, but I do want to, take a break and move on to other things, as you know what we do here on this channel. But today we're not going to be working inside the actual journal. You see, look, I added some gold glitter to this. Isn't that so cute? But no, we are going to be adding some beads to my little strings here. These are the strings that I use to sew in the signatures. I left the strings long because I wanted to add some beads to them to make some fun little dangly tassel charms. So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to add a few beads onto some of these. I don't have a lot because when I was looking through my stash of beads, my big collection, I didn't really find too many that I really liked. So I'm going to have to go out and look for some actual beads that I want on here. Nothing that really screamed, bee themed or honeybee or even flowers. I don't really have any like flowery type beads at all. So I just got a few we're going to work with. We'll just do a few, just to try it out and see how it goes. But yeah, so let's do a little bit of crafting on this Saturday morning. It is actually so beautiful outside right now, you guys. Oh my gosh. I want to get outside right after I am done filming here because it's so nice. It's supposed to get really super hot again, like later. And tomorrow it's supposed to be really, really hot. So I'm like, I want to get out now. I want to get out now and enjoy it while it's actually refreshing and cool and not too much. Okay, I'm working, and I have the lid of my little box that I'm working in here just in case some beads kind of, decide to try and run away. They're not going to go flying everywhere. Okay, so I got these really pretty looking, like, yellowish ones here that I'm going to work with. A little bit on the larger seed bead size. And so I'm not going to use a needle. I don't have a needle, so I'm just going to kind of twist my string to get a nice point. And then they just slide on really nicely. See? Don't need to use a needle. Just, take your time. There's no rush. This is slow crafting, you guys. This is what slow crafting looks like. Taking your time, enjoying the process. You can have music on in the background. You can be watching a video. I kind of wish I had some music on in the background. Oh, see? That's exactly why we have the box here. That one doesn't want to go in. I think there's something inside there. Yeah, there's something inside that bead. I can't get the string in that one. You can also, wet the string. I just give it a little lick. I know some of you people probably think that's gross, but hey, I grew up like that. That's how I always threaded my needle. You always got the end of the thread wet, and it helps thread it a lot easier. But yeah, I don't really have too many plans for the rest of today. Since next week is the holiday, today I kind of wanted to, hang on, I have a little awl tool here. That one's not going to fit. That's okay. But yeah, so as I was saying, next weekend is the holiday weekend. So I know I got some plans next weekend. So I kind of wanted today to kind of be my lazy day, since I kind of knew next weekend was going to be on the busier side for me. So I don't really have too many plans today. Plus I am really tired, and you can thank Orion for that. Yes, my wonderful sweet baby angel pussycat. He decided to wake me up at 2:30 in the morning for no particular reason. He just jumped in the bed and decided to meow and paw at my arms like, pet me, Mom. I'm here. Love me. So yeah, I gave him a little bit of lovin's. Think he fell asleep for a little bit. And then he decides to do that again at 4:30 in the morning. He woke me up twice. He woke me up twice. So I am, needless to say, I'm tired today. and I 100% plan on taking a nap. But I always take a nap on the weekends. Saturdays are nap days for me. I like to take a nap on the weekends because, you know, sometimes it just feels good to get a little extra sleep. It's also relaxing, kind of a recharge. I do want to get outside and do some yard work. I have to weed my lawn. And yes, you heard that correctly, my lawn. Not my garden, not my flower bed, my lawn. See, the only thing that seems to be growing now in this heat wave are just the weeds. And they have chosen the middle of my lawn to just sprout up. And of course, the weeds, they're big and they're tall and they're beautiful and green, while the rest of my lawn is brown. So the weeds are very, very noticeable, very, very distinct, big, tall, green things right in the middle of my lawn. So I might want to get out there today and pull some weeds. Now, I know some of you probably think, oh, just mow over it. It's like, well, yeah, but that doesn't get rid of them. That just shortens them, and they're going to grow back just as fast and quick in a couple days. No. I am going to pull them. I'm going to pull them out to try and, eliminate a lot of them. Plus, a lot of them, when they start to flower, when flowers mean they're going to have seeds, well, then those seeds are going to spread and there's going to be more of them. So you have to pull them out before they start sprouting seeds. So that's what I'm hoping to do today. Do a ton of weeding. Gotta do a ton of weeding. I mean, I figure since my lawn, there's nothing to mow. Like, I don't have any grass to mow because it hasn't grown. We've got like hardly any rain. It's been like nothing but burning sun. The lawn is mostly brown. So it's like, there's nothing to mow. So it's like, why bother mowing when there is nothing? So we're just gonna weed. We're just gonna weed. Okay, is that enough? Should I make it a little longer? I mean, I got this much, but I also want to make sure I leave enough to tie a knot too. Oh, another thing that is driving me nuts, they're doing some road construction, like just a block over from where I live. So, of course, the road is closed. But then that means a lot of the traffic is all detouring down my road. Lots of traffic. Now, my road is like a back road. It is a very residential, lots of churches, lots of schools, lots of houses, very residential road. And people, there's just so many cars coming by. They're flying down the road. And there's lots of stop signs on this road too. So people are barreling down and then screeching to a halt at the next stop sign. And it's like, this road isn't even the detour road. This is not the road that they have them detouring on. People are just, choosing to take it because, I just want to go this way because I know this road. And it's like, no. They have designated roads for the detour. Don't be coming down my road. Come here. Dang nabbit, you little booger, come here. So, yeah, that's what's been going on right now. It's driving me nuts. Will you get on there? But anywhoosies, I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping. I have my windows open right now because it's really nice out and there's so many birds chirping outside. It's so nice. So very nice outside. But yes, I'm definitely going to get outside and go for a hike after this. I think I'm going to actually go to a park. There's a small park that is not far from my house. I can easily drive to. I could easily take my bike there if I wanted to, but I don't feel like taking the bike. So I think I'll probably just drive there. But yeah, but it's really nice, cute little park, not very long, but it'll at least get me out of the house. All right, that should be long enough. This is how much string I have left, so should be enough to tie a little knot. So I'm gonna tie my knot by kind of going back. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll zoom you in a little bit more. So the very last bead at the end here. I'm going to tie my knot right in between this one so it'll hold it on. So pull my string through. I'm going to try and keep it. Oh, I need to, no, hold up. Try and keep it close. I don't want there to be any too much. Okay, just like that. Okay, that's not bad. And then I'm gonna do, you can't see, sorry. See, just like that. I'm gonna do a couple more knots like that because one is not secure enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and this time I'm gonna do it at the second bead. So I'm gonna do another knot in between the second bead here. So kind of just making a few knots on my way up. And I'm doing all of this, you know, without a needle. You don't necessarily need a needle for this, you don't. I think I might try and get an extra loop here. Okay, hang on. So I'm gonna try and get this tucked back under this loop. Get that underneath there. And again, just take your time. Like I said, this is slow crafting. We're not in a rush here. We're not in a rush. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, and then should just, I'm gonna use my little awl here to kind of pull the strings taut. There we go, okay. And then you just pull the knot tight, nice and tight. Okay, there we go. There, look at our first little beaded tassel. I think I might trim that string a little bit. What I could also do to extra secure it is you can put a little dab of like glue on there or even clear nail polish, and that will give that an extra secure hold on that knot. So I probably will do that later when I go and grab some glue. I actually don't keep any super glue on my desk. I probably should. But I'm gonna do one more cute little beaded tassel. I got a few other beads here I want to use. So let's go ahead and put this away. I got another container sitting over here of beads, but it's a little too big. So I can't move it into the camera. Let me zoom it back a little bit here. So let me just show you what I'm working with. So I got, oh wow, I got this big baby here, and there's even more underneath it. So yeah. Ooh. So I have like these ones here, but the thing is the hole is a little too small, so they might not work. So I'm trying to, ooh, but I got these cute little, like, the little black seed beads here. Those might work. I have those. I got some plain little green ones over here. Let's see, what do I have underneath? Let's carefully move this here. I have some really cute wooden beads here, like little carved ones. These are really cute. I really like these. So I might use a couple of these with a few of these. So like if I do that one in the middle like that, if we do that similar little pattern here, I like that. That is really cute. Not too many, not fancy. I'm not really going for fancy here. All right. Close her up. Put the beads aside. Zoom you guys back in so you can get a nice close up. We're gonna do this one here, I believe. Yes. All right. I'm gonna wet and just kind of get a little wet with my tongue. And then we're gonna thread them on. These ones are quick and easy because they're much bigger. These aren't like seed bead size. Look at that. That looks really cute. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and get a knot tied in the end here. This is gonna be a challenge. Oh, now all our strings are getting stuck in there. Get out of the way. We're not using the rest of you. Get out of the way. Okay. So I'm gonna use my awl to try and get the knot as, so I don't want the knot on the, come on you. Okay, I need to figure out which, there. I need it close to that. Okay, I'm gonna have to rethink this. Let me get that out. So what I need to do is maybe I need it knotted on the string, not on the bead. Okay, no worries, we got this. I got this. Just gotta take a little finagling, figuring out. Okay, so I got it looped around there. I want that string to come back through here. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. So I gotta make sure that I gotta pull this end. Oh my gosh, this is when I kind of wish I had like 5 hands. There. Okay. Ooh, I got it. Hee, I got it. Yes. See, look at that. Success. Huh? It just took a little time. Not too shabby. What I might try and do is get one more. I'm gonna try for one more knot. Just a quick little slip knot in there. And again, I'll probably go in with a little dollop of like super glue on that. I'll trim that little tail shorter on both of them, and I'll just put a little tiny dollop of super glue on it, and that will hold them pretty secure. But look, let me zoom you back. There we go. We got our first 2 cute little tassels on there. I really want to find like a cute like little bee charm or something. I don't have any bee charms. I want to find some. I want to find some cute like little flower beads to add on there. I do have 4 more strings yet, so we can add 4 more tassels on the back. But oh, I love that so much. That looks so good. That's so perfect. All right, guys, what do you think? We added some new things to our bee journal. I'm so incredibly happy with it. I loved how it turned out. Of course, we have a long ways to go. There's a lot of blank pages in here. We need a lot more stuff to add in here, but I don't know what I think. I'm just happy. I'm just really happy. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed the bee journal. I hope you enjoyed it enough that you'll want it to come back in the future, because I would love to bring it back and do more. But yeah, all right, guys, you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope it is beautiful and not too warm for you guys. I'm off to the park. I'm gonna enjoy a nice relaxing hike. And yeah, I will see you guys back next week. Next week is going to be a shorter week because it is a holiday next week. So I'm not going to be doing the entire week. 4th of July, I will have off. So it'll be just 3 days. So I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do next week. What are we going to do? Any suggestions? Leave them in the comments. And I will see you guys back here on the internet real soon. Bye.